Well, we're back here at the Baba Yara Stadium, and it's Legon Cities who get the game underway for the second half, playing from right to left. Of course, Kotoko in their traditional red colors. Buedu goes down but gets the advantage of a free kick. So at the end of the first 45, it was Kotoko 1, Legon Cities 2. Kotoko have 45 minutes to get themselves back into the game.
And you could see on the faces of the Kotoko players, there's urgency. They really want to get back to level pegging.
In the heart of defense, the ball goes, but it's cleared out nicely by Legon Cities. Atukwe sets one up. A bit too strong. So unfortunately, Abdul Rahman could not get to the ball, but it's Kotoko now who are on the offensive. Mudasiru came on for Kotoko in place of Dixon Afuakwa in a few minutes. Got himself on the score sheet. Legon Cities now. Another attack coming forward. That's a push from Imoru. Or was it? Referee says play on. Long searching ball by Mudasiru. It goes into enemy territory, but it's recovered quickly by Ofori Entry. End-to-end stuff in this first minute of the second half.
Yeah, you love the battle now. Legon City is playing so well, as well as Kotoko.
Atukwe has been let loose once again. Sent in a decent cross. The header is on, and Legon Cities restore the 2-goal advantage they had.
Super goal. Amazing goal. Made by Jonah Atukwe. Dispatched by the sensational Hans Kofi. Amazing scenes here at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. What a goal. Again, it started on the left, and Kotoko ripped apart in defense again. Look at that pass from Ata Yusufu over the defense, and Atukwe very slippery without Keller, without cross. Where was the defending? And again, just look at the defending from Kotoko. Very poor defending. Look at that cross. Ata Yusufu with a brilliant pass, and Atukwe with that wonderful delivery, and two Legon Cities were waiting for that cross. Hans Kofi got at the end of it and bang at the back of the net. That lad had no chance at all.
2 goals this afternoon to the good for Legon Cities. Hans Kofi decorating himself in glory. And Asante Kotoko would have to fight from the rear once again. Questions are being asked of the Kotoko team. Have they been able to bounce back from the misery at the Aliu Mahama Stadium?
Well, it doesn't seem like they have, Prince. And this is the second time actually in the entire season that Commercial Asante Kotoko have gone down by 2-0. They responded, and they are still down by 3 goals. And it happened when they played against King Faisal, and they lost.
Sharif Mohammed going down. There's a free kick advantage for Kotoko. Maxwell Kunedu still on his feet. He needs to issue instructions every step of the way. Falling back to help with defenses Abdul Rahman, but it's going to be a free kick from the cultured left foot of Ibrahim Imoru. Sends one through. Connecting header goes way off from Sharif Mohammed.
Yeah, but Prince, Kotoko are down by 3-1. They can still come back into the game. We know they have the quality to do so, but look, let's talk about their defense, Prince. They've been all over the place. We've seen Andrew Sapel partner Mubarak in the heart of defense, but Andrew Sapel just came back from injury, and he's been rushed to partner Yusuf Mubarak. It has not worked to perfection. Again, there's not been that cohesion and that communication at the back, and it seems to be a worry. Anytime Legon Cities go on the counter, especially down the left side, they are caught ball watching and they are in problem.
Yeah, we just saw Kojo Apao nearly giving the ball away, and I think Kumasi Asante Kotoko really would need the services of their inspirational captain Abdul Ganiu Ismail. Definitely out, but his organization in the back almost always inch perfect. Good defending by Imoru, preventing Hamza Nasiru from getting in a decent cross. Meanwhile, Legon Cities have a player down. The referee will bring the game to a halt. So it's been a roller coaster game for Legon Cities here today.
Really, they've been very, very impressive. Talk about tactical awareness, talk about tactical play. They knew where to head Kotoko. They knew how to play against the defense of the Kumasi Asante Kotoko team. They came here, like Master Kuredi said before kickoff, they were not coming to stand and watch Kotoko, but they were coming to play. And really, they've shown how good they are on the attack. They've really ripped the defense of Kotoko apart.
And Abdul Rahman will be stretched off to receive further attention.
And let's look at the goal again here. There was that brilliant pass from Ate Yusefu. But here, Atuke had all the chance to pick a pass. And he picked a brilliant pass. Two Legon Cities waiting for that delivery. And it was Hanskofi with a brilliant header. And Danlad completely beat it.
Legon City is definitely on cloud 9 now as Kotoko come forward through Fabio. Through the middle now, it's Bodasiru.
And the weather has changed completely as well.
Yeah, it's taking a dull trend here. Whether in Kumasi we understand there are rains in some parts of the country.
And you can talk about the goal Legon Cities conceded. It was a brilliant header from Bodasiru on mat. Yeah. But apart from that mistake from the Legon Cities defenders, they've been absolutely resolute at the back.
Free kick advantage to Kotoko. Fabio was brought down. He's up on his feet. Imoro with a decent cross into the 18-yard box. Kotoko still probing. Cross comes in. Atukwe's foot to the rescue. It's a corner kick. Corner kick advantage to Legon Cities.
Amazing. Since here you see Atukwe dragging Ate Yusefu back onto the field. And asking Selam Yao Breast, did you see what happened?
Exactly.
There was a push from Christopher Nete. That's what I'm telling you. Nete trying to whip in one into dangerous position, but was blocked by Jonah Tukwe, who did a very good job coming back to defend. But there we saw the push.
Corner kick is on. Pressure on Legon Cities now to defend and defend gallantly, but it's whipped in once again by the goal scorer Mudasiru. This time is smothered nicely by Ofori Entry. Cities haven't won any of their last 6 away matches, and so obviously this is clearly a very good sign for them to carry a day. But can they hold on to the 90th minute? They haven't scored in 5 of their 12 away matches this season.
Yeah, it would have been a sensational victory, especially the best team in the Ghana Premier League is Kumasi Asante Kotoko in terms of form and the number of points. They've only lost 3 matches in the season, but to beat them here is a Herculean task. And Legon Cities have showed that they are no pushovers. They have come into the game showing how good they are and well prepared for the game.
Mudasiru lays on a pass. This is Nfege. Managed to get across. Mudasiru brings it down nicely, but it's taken away from him. And Legon Cities at this stage playing with so much confidence. Fabio Gama with a shot, and again it's grabbed nicely by Ofori Entry.
And Kotoko seems to be probing. They really want to get a goal at least to get the game wide open again. But that was a very feeble shot from Gama. The setup from Mo Sharif, and then the finish from Gama, not the best, lacking power.
Shot is fired on target, and that was a brilliant one there, but brought to a perfect ease by Danlad Ibrahim. He's picked 3 balls from his net.
And the chap in the 23 shirt for Legon Cities, Hans Kofi, what a player, on a hat-trick now.
Yeah. A year ago, Cities were just about in the 13th position on the league log with a paltry 29 points. Well, today they are looking good. They are looking hale and hearty. Current position. And Atukwe, did the flag go up? Yes, I think it did.
Yeah, it did. Amazingly, it was assistant line 2 who raised his flag. Minka Fauzan. again, just look at the play. Brilliant play again. 1-2 working perfectly well.
Yeah.
And then they pass that ball to the speedster.
Kotoko come forward now, is cleared out of danger zone. Richard Buedu, the man they call Agadas. Oh, that was a very poorly taken one by Sheriff Mohammed, but fights for it and gains it back. And then allow Legon to clear their lines out. Almost all the sub players are off their feet.
Kotoko do not need to give up the ghost, Prince. They can still come back into the game.
Well, we've seen them come back in the first half. Got a goal courtesy Mudasiru in Fege now. Sure, they will still keep probing. Fabio is there. Ooh! Glancing header beat him to it.
Yeah, good defensive header. Isaka with that header. It was that moment that if you're a Fabio Gama, you pray he misses that header. What a pass from Ifege. And there. Good defensive header to get the ball safely to a place where Oforienchi can grab, but there Oforienchi not happy with that kind of defending. It was really dangerous.
Trust Isaka Mohammed to be there in the right place at the right time. The fans will still urge the Porcupine Warriors on. Odasiru.
The fans are still singing though, but I mean, if you look at the rhythm, man,
the tempo is
the tempo is really down. Not like when Kotoko are winning.
Exactly. Taken over by Legon Cities here. They come forward now. Nasiru Moro to the far side. Kotoko fighting for every ball. George Infege beating to that comfortably. Michel Otu. And Skofi. Oh, pass was not the best.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. I mean, you should have picked the run of Rahman rather going to put that pass in between for Nasiru to run at.
Yes, Agadas with that cross. For entry will allow that to roll over the line, but he's not too happy with the loose marking in defense. Legon Cities.
Yeah. I mean, it's not leaving any stone unturned, Eric Forenchi, but that was really a poor pass from Richard Buedu. After doing so well here, just look at the individual brilliance. Did so much very well here. Now I was looking to pick a perfect pass. He had all the time to pick that pass, but got it all wrong.
57 minutes gone. Kotoko 1, Legon Cities 3. Battle for supremacy. Kotoko win the advantage and quickly they take the free kick. Now all they need to do is to push men in open spaces as they surge forward. Here's George Infege. Obviously, the legs of George Infege and the speed will not allow him to get to the ball. Before re-entry clears out. Kotoko trying to catch before re-entry. Flat-footed. But he regains and recovers nicely.
You know what, Prince? I still feel Kotoko can come into the game. I mean, in the last 5 minutes, Lagos Cities have not looked really good at the back. I mean, they've been making some petty mistakes, and that's why you see Eric Forenchi really upset a moment ago.
Actor Yusufu did well. And Kotoko come forward. Buedu once again. He's got 3 yellow shirts around him. Lays on the pass. This was good for the Porcupine Warriors as they come forward. Sharif Mohammed will try to cut through. He's now through the middle and then to the far side. Imoro takes his eye off the ball. But still in play. Kotoko coming forward. Really fighting to get back into the game. Infege goes up. There's a tackle from behind and the referee will give the advantage to Legon Cities.
Yeah, he's frustrated in Infege. He's not having a good afternoon.
Yeah.
And Michael Ampedu has done a very good job on him today.
He has.
Always a creative force for Kotoko. Infege down the left side, but he's been changing position. He has not been working to perfection. And here, you look at the defending again. Amazing defending. I mean, he knows he's always going to win that battle. He puts his body on the line. And Infege, very frustrated.
Fresh limbs for Legon Cities. Andrews in team Menu is coming on for Hamza Abdul Nasiru. So obviously there's going to be a difference in the approach technically for Legon Cities.
Well, what Maxwell Kuredu has done is to make sure there's steel down the right side. I mean, Appel is going to sit right there on the right side and play alongside Michael Ampedu. Very versatile, Andrews in team. And in team also a former Wafa player. 3 Wafa players featuring for Legon Cities, but only 2 on the field of play now.
Hans Kofi trying to set up a pass. Atukwe runs and leaves the ball behind. Kotoko having cleared their lines effectively, not just yet. Rahman goes down. Referee says the game should continue. Fabio does well to fight for it. And it's now the Red Army that come forward. Lovely pass through, yes, Mbella. Trying to set up Fabio. But it looks like all the holes have been plugged in well by Legon Cities, at least so far. Fighting for the ball, Mike Lampedu, what a sturgeon run forward. Goes down and attracts the sympathy of the referee. 61 minutes gone in the second half.
Yeah, good run from Ampedu again. And he's been so excellent in the game. In terms of defending, he's been doing a good job on Infege. Surges up front at the right time when the need arises. And that's how good the defense of Cities have been. At moments where you expect them to deal with those dangerous balls, they've done perfectly well.
All this season, both Elmina Sharks and Dreams have incurred the wrath of Legon Cities.
Nearly goal number 4, Prince.
Exactly.
And in team with his first touch, nearly a very incisive cross.
Yeah.
And just look behind Mubarak, who defended very well. There was 2 players of Legon Cities waiting. Again, it was Atukwe and Rahman.
Creating and drawing rings around the Kotoko defense. Opportunity coming the way of Legon Cities from this corner kick. Atukwe sends the corner back. It's floated in nicely, but Kotoko would have to defend, and then eventually they clear their lines. It doesn't go too far, but Legon City still thread. Hans Kofi leaves Fabio behind and sends it all the way back to Eric Ofori entry.
Nearly lost that ball.
Near mistake there from Ofori entry, also known as Alawa.
It was Tuga who had not given up on that ball.
Richard Buedu, he's got a lot of fighting spirit. Goes down in the process but gets nothing, no sympathy from the center referee.
Kotoko still lacking the creativity. We've not seen too much of Fabio Gama in this game. It's not been that creative force who will be pulling the strings in the middle for Kotoko. The magician, not at his best today.
Referee has brought out his yellow card. And the yellow card has been flashed. I think it's gone to... Anyway, we'll confirm that in a minute. Samuel Boateng will be coming on for Fabio.
Yeah, and I told you, he's not had a good game.
Game continues in earnest. Oh, that's a lovely run there from Jonah Atukwe. Not too decent, the cross. It goes straight into the waiting arms of goalkeeper Danlad Ibrahim.
And another scary moment for Kotoko. Down the right side is Atukwe, who has changed positions now, operating down the right side and ripped apart the defenders again with that pace. The cross wasn't perfect though, but 2 Legon Cities players again waiting for that cross.
This man seems to be causing a lot of havoc. Legon Cities again, he gets it all wrong.
Yeah, not a perfect ball in again, and you'd expect a player of the quality of Atukwe to be whipping in those brilliant crosses.
Lots of shirt pulling in there. Hans Kofi at the receiving end.
Yeah, in team with a smile on his face.
Yeah, tried to wriggle his way through, but was brought down in the process. Free kick advantage to Legon Cities.
I mean, you can afford a smile when you are leading the best team in the Ghana Premier League by 3 goals to 1.
But he also has been on a yellow card booking in team.
Yeah, it was that challenge from Buedu on Hans Kofi. Hans Kofi very strong. And look at how he holds on to the ball. It's difficult to get the ball away from him.
Free kick advantage to Legon Cities. That's quite a distance. And I don't fancy us getting a clear shot on target. Let's see what ideas Legon Cities will come up with. Well, wasted effort.
Yeah, very wasted effort. Very poor from Nasiru. But we've seen Kotoko lose matches. But by far, this is the worst of them.
Yeah.
If they lose this game, I will be very, very disappointed. The reason is that we saw them when they lost last week to Real Tamale United. But in this case, the defense have been really porous. It has not been that vintage performance. And even when they lose, you expect to see a lot more creativity, a lot more chances created. But they've not been at it today, the Porcupine Warriors.
Well, I can't say the same for Legon Cities. They have done quite well, tremendously well, I should say. They're leading the current league leaders by 3-1. But of course, Legon Cities have also done well going outside and winning 2 away matches. And surprisingly, in all those 2 matches, or in both matches, I should say, they did not concede. 1 goal against Dreams FC and 2 goals against Elmina Sharks. As referee gets his card ready for another caution to be given, I'm sure it will go to 27, Nasiru. Yes, Nasiru Moro goes into the referee's books.
Yeah, very disturbed by that yellow card. Still cursing his stars. But it was needless. Very needless challenge and a dangerous one as such.
Didn't get to the ball at all.
In the moment he went in with that tackle, he knew that got it wrong.
Pressure on Legon Cities as Kotoko come close. And for re-entry goes down in pain. There was a clash as he went in to save that situation.
Yeah, good call from Salom Yao Bless, the referee. There was contact on before re-entry there, you saw it. And the Kotoko player went straight into the midsection of a full re-entry here. We see the delivery again, and as he went to punch the ball, it was Samuel Boate who barged into Eric Ofori entry. Again, that delivery from Imoro. Good punch from the goalkeeper that was clattered into. Good officiating from Selam Yaubles.
Legon Cities would have to deal with the injury situation. Eric Ofori entry has been in some stupendous form today. Instructions from Maxwell Kunedu. For re-entry says he's okay and will be able to continue the game. But for Hans Kofi, he has been the deciding factor in the game this afternoon for Legon Cities.
Well, between him and of course Jonah Atukwe, they've been excellent. Atukwe with his runs, with his pace. What is lacking from Atukwe is the last delivery, the last pass. Always getting it wrong. If he had gotten it right, I'm sure he will be the star man today, even though Hans Kofi has gotten 2 goals. But of course, Hans Kofi has been exceptional with those 2 goals. He's been very clinical again.
Well, the tempo has gone up from the singing, vociferous fans of the Porcupine Warriors. Pass straight through there, but Christopher Nete at the receiving end deals with it nicely. Jonah Tukwe fighting to regain possession. Richard Buedu stands tall, still moving forward. Kotoko threads a pass through. Here's a Tuga. Tries to lend a helping hand by giving a pass. Good defending by Suleiman Mohammed.
Yeah, good play from Richard Buedu. The man they call Agadas, more or less like a caterpillar that time.
Oh, it's not the finish that we were expecting from the Tuga.
Talk about that chance created by the Porcupine Warriors. Ifege, who was trying to tee up his strike partner, Samuel Boate, thought he could have been a little bit selfish by going for goal. Here, amazingly, he was looking for that cross to tee up his strike partner. But good block again from Suleimana, who did it twice to stop Ituga.
Stood tall on that occasion, Suleiman. Boedu goes down, will attract the sympathy of the referee.
He has lifted up his game. Boedu.
Yeah.
He's pushing, he's fighting, he's really passing the midfield for Kotoko.
So that's the Legon. I beg your pardon, Legon. That's the Lome, the Togolese international. Ate Yusufu. Oh, clashed into Boedu there. Went straight into the referee's box. Yeah, a little bit nasty. 20 minutes to go. Kotoko getting close to the 18-yard box. Too many yellow shirts. They deal with it nicely. Rahman sets up the pass, trying to find Hans Kofi. Ball has been taken away from him. Good recovery by the Porcupine Warriors. Agadas once again. Lovely pass laid through. Kotoko looking purposeful up front. Sharif. Boedu. Long cross. Easy catch for Ofori entry. So slowly but surely, Legon Cities obviously not reducing their grip on the ball. Oh, he went down in the process. Was he clipped? And referee has the card out already. Atukwe seems to be a very, very fast and tough customer. And most of the defenders find it difficult to deal with him. Kotoko would want to react by complaining. And the card obviously will go out. Danlad Ibrahim is not too happy having a chat with the Selom Yao Bless.
Well, they can complain all they want, but that was a good call from Selom Yao Bless. And I'm sure we'll have a closer look at it again, but Atukwe with that pace has been a mouthful here. Now Nasiru with that another brilliant ball over the top. And just look at Atukwe here. Just look at that from Boedu. That was a nasty challenge. Should be a bookable offense. Start showing. And that was a dangerous tackle from Boedu. Boedu knows he's not going to catch Atukwe back there.
Yeah, clipped him on his trailing foot.
Straight into the ankle. And that was very dangerous.
So Selom Yao Bless did the needful. Richard Boedu goes into the referee's box. Christopher Neti. Sharif does well. Good play. Oh! Capped it with a very, very poor attempt on target.
He did so well to go around two Legon City's players. And when everybody was waiting for that cross, he was being selfish. He wanted to go for goal. And go for glory. And he missed woefully, way off target.
Kotoko want to make a few substitutions, and first coming up is that man there who's seen some glory days, Evans Adomako, and it's the captain Imoru who is going off.
Yeah,
and,
first it's
they
Patrick
also have
Asma.
Patrick Asma coming on.
Yeah, Asma started in that game they lost to Real Tamale United at the Alu Mahama Stadium.
So quick response from Kotoko, and Keyeke is also making an entry onto the field.
Another player that has had a bad day for Kotoko is this man, Georges Ifege. What a job Michael Ampedu has done on him today.
Oh, he's not giving him a breathing space at all. Christopher Neti will also make way for Evans Adomako. So quick changes by Dr. Prosperate Ogun. Let's see how quick the response will be.
I mean, he's a very good coach. Prosperate Ogun. He's seen that Atukwe is ripping both players on the flanks apart, and per the way they are not marking him tightly, he's changed all of them to bring in fresh limbs that can match up to the pace of Atukwe.
Kotoko are looking at getting themselves back into the game and possibly getting a winner at the end of 90 minutes. They've got 15 minutes plus or minus any time added on to do just that. Legon City so far so good, keeping possession, looking for the open spaces, Hans Kofi's pass was trapped there nicely by Mudasiru, who's taking over the captain's armband. And Legon City's got the ball out. Throwing advantage to Kotoko. Kotoko would have to push men forward. Now with the options of fresh limbs, there's going to be a lot of speed play up front. Cross the center line and come forward eagerly. Legon City's clearance is good. Lovely turn on the far side now. Turning is a marker inside out. Good recovery from Kotoko, and now they're keeping the ball away from the likes of Hans Kofi and Jonah Tukwe. Jonah Tukwe has used his speed to advantage, and that has worried the defense of Kotoko pretty much. Mudasiru. To the far side he goes. Kotoko looking good, and look at the amount of yellow shirts back to defend, making it difficult for the Porcupine Warriors to thread forward, but they'll still throw the gauntlet at them. Here's Buedu through the middle. The cross was not connected very well, but Adumako there to help. Sharif did nice, appeals for the penalty. That won't go the way of Selom Yao-Bless, and the advantage will go to Legon Cities.
And for a moment, there you see Malik Jaber very amazed and surprised. For a moment, Mo Sharif was looking for the sympathy of Selom Yao-Bless, went down and picked himself up and took that shot. But look, just look at what is happening here. Prosper Natehogo is parading 4 strikers. There's Samuel Boate, there's Ituga Mbela, there's Evans Adomako, and there's also
a change of the captain's armband as we wait for the substitution. I don't know, I've seen his name come up. Anyway, game will continue. 77 minutes gone. Kotoko 1, Legon Cities 3. Come forward slowly but surely, but this time their wings have been clipped, and Andrews couldn't go forward. Necessary to put on the referee has blown the whistle. Game should continue, and they do so. Evans Adumako sets up the cross. Francis Etuga, I beg your pardon, at the receiving end in Tuga and Bella, and now to the far side. Oh, overhit that one.
I mean, Asma is quick, but I'm sure even Usain Bolt can't connect to that one, and he got it wrong again. This is how frustrated Kotoko have been in the game. They always get it wrong at the last minute.
Yeah. There's a finishing that seems to be letting them down, although they control the game quite effectively when they start the attack and they're in midfield. Let's go up. It goes over the line, throwing advantage. Legon Cities have it. Throwing opportunity. Held nicely. And so Francis Adonoe, the substantive captain of Legon Cities, is on the field. And that is why Jonah Atukwe had to take the captain's armband off and hand it over to him. Long pass through. Kotoko have 3 men up front. Isaka Mohammed. Oh, lovely skill. Atukwe lays on the pass, respects the return. But that didn't happen. Adonoe with a long ball. As it's an opportunity for Legon Cities to come forward. There's no one in the 18-yard box to help. The cross finally comes on. Missed completely. They're not taking their eye off the ball now. Fires a shot from a distance, but that goes wide.
Again, Cities, lovely move from deep midfield. It changes quickly, and it's the pace of Hans Kofi down the left side, one-on-one against Mubarak, and was looking to pick a pass here. To a shade late. It was still City's probing, and this is how good they have been. They've really created so many scoring chances.
Opportunities have been created by Legon Cities. That without a doubt would lift up the spirits of head coach Maxwell Kunedu.
It's no wonder they are up by 3 goals, Cities.
And they're still probing. They're still probing for more. Monasiro now opens up the game nicely. Bella, Ituga and Co are all waiting for it, but it's picked up by Jonah. It will be a very good recovery by Yusuf Mubarak.
It's been a masterclass performance from Maxwell Kunedu, the gaffer for Legon Cities. And look, he's seen where to operate and how to head Kotoko, and he's used the pace of Hans Kofi and Atukwe very well.
I think he needs to stretch the muscles there. It's been a tough game. We're into the last 9 minutes. Kotoko 1, Legon Cities 3. And don't forget, as we go on, we'll probably touch base with results from the other centers, so you have a fair idea of what's happening in the Ghana Premier League, the only league that matters, and it's right here live on Adepa Channel 247. 2 heads, they say, are almost always better than 1. Prosper Nate Ogun on his feet. Instructions are flowing. They need to go through the defense of their opponents. Yes, Boateng to the near side, and I'm not too clear why Adomaku wanted to bring the ball back. Anyway, he loses it. And Legon Cities, Hans Kofi fighting for it. Hans Kofi goes round his marker. Mubarak is down. Hans Kofi still driving. Oh, that was a ricochet of the body of one of the Kotoko players. I guess that was Mubarak, and he goes over the line for a corner kick.
Well, Evans Adomaku got himself into trouble with that turn, and it was on the counter for Cities again. Hans Kofi, the danger man out front. Against Mubarak, always the favourite with his pace, and looking to pick a pass with the outside of his boot, just like he did in the first goal.
That obviously didn't work. Apau was in the way. Corner kick advantage. What a game he's had today, Jonah Atukwe. Swings one in. Oh! Another free header.
Should have been goal number 4. I mean, it was brilliant delivery from the corner kick. Where was the defending? Everybody watching that ball fly over straight into Neuer, and who was there? Nobody there. It was a free header. Should be goal number 4.
Indeed have been let off the hook with this opportunity coming the way of their opponents.
Ali with that free header. And look, Kotoko are down by 1 goal to 3, but it could have been more, Prince.
It could have been worse. It could have been worse. Kotoko being taken to the cleaners by none other than Legon Cities.
What a performance from Cities.
Yeah, it's going to be encouraging enough. Don't forget, Kotoko have a few players who are on the injury list. One of them is their captain, Abdul Ganiyu. I'm sure they would all love to get him back onto the field. But don't forget, Legon Cities are also here without their team manager, Ni Sabakwe, also recuperating. And so I'm sure if the scoreline stays this way, Legon Cities would want to dedicate this win to Ni Sabakwe.
Very poor delivery from Asma, a player who can swing in beautiful and wonderful crosses, but today has been really bad.
I mean, can we conclude? It's 5 minutes to full time, but can we conclude that it's been a bad day at the office for the Porcupines?
It really is. He has been poor. nothing to write home about from the Porcupine Warriors, right from defense and in attack. Again, Asma trying to put in a very good delivery, but way off target, not near his best.
Yeah.
But quickly, let's go around the Ghana Premier League. Let's start from the Golden City Park Prince. It's Berekum Chelsea who are up by a goal against the Diana Stars. It's almost 90 minutes. Let's go to the Dance Park. Bibiani Gold Stars 1, 11 Wonders 0. At the Theatre of Dreams, Dreams FC 1, King Faisal 1. At the Indus Stadium, it's Elmina Sharks 1, Real Tamale United 1. At the Akon Park, Mediama are victors. They've won 1-0 against Wafa.
And here at the Baba Yara Stadium is Kotoko 1, Legon Cities 3. Less than 5 minutes to the 90th minute mark. Will Legon Cities be victorious and celebrate all the way to the bank? Will the Porcupine Warriors lift up their game and get back to level pegging?
It could have been goal number 4 for Hashmin Ali, who had a gaping net, a yawning net, but headed against the post.
Kotoko come forward. Now the decent cross. Whoa. That nearly resulted in a comeback goal.
That's more like it. Good delivery from Asma. Brilliant delivery and well connected there by Samuel Boate with that header. Just look at that header. Amazing header, but missing the post by inches. But this is what we expect from Asma. Without good deliveries, you give him a yard and he sends in those brilliant crosses. Beautiful header as well.
Yeah.
Well connected, but missing the post by inches.
Nearly got Kotoko back into the game.
It would have been game on.
It definitely would have been. Either than that, if it ends this way, it means Kotoko have lost back-to-back games in the Ghana Premier League. It's not happened.
And this is the first time that will happen. Back-to-back losses for the Porcupine Warriors.
Yeah. Current league leaders. And for a lot of the Porcupine fans, champions in waiting.
Well, if you are the Chem United fan or a team member, you'll be watching this one with keen interest and you will be smiling that the Porcupine Warriors are losing.
Of course, Bechem have a date with Karela. That's happening.
And it's happening tomorrow. And last week, Bechem had the advantage when Kotoko lost to Real Tamale United, but unfortunately, with a 2-goal lead, they succumbed to defeat at the hands of 11 Wonders in Techima. They couldn't take that advantage. Can they take this advantage?
Obviously, getting to the latter stages of the league, matches are going to be very, very dicey. Poor cross. Advantage to Kotoko. 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes. Not too sure how many minutes of time added on Selom Yao Bless will put out, but Kotoko would have a few more minutes to display. The fans are still on their feet. They're still singing. They're still chanting. They're still trying to urge Kotoko on. Hans Kofi now. What a game he's had here today. He's brought down from behind. Selom Yao Blessed let the game flow. And Kotoko will take the advantage, but the whistle will go as Adomaku goes down. Free kick advantage to Kotoko. Pass laid on. Kotoko would want to go down the byline. Boateng has been stopped dead in his tracks as he tries to go forward. Ivan Sagromaku also coming forward to help, but again, that could not go through. Pass is laid on now. Nasiru comes through to the middle. Richard Gwedu still standing tall. Kodua Pao has been strong and has partnered Yusuf Mubarak quite well. We have done 90 minutes of the match. Official time 90 minutes is up, and referee Selom Yao Bless, if I'm not mistaken, has added 6 minutes of time added on. Cross comes in and there's the confirmation of the time added on. Legon Cities would clear out desperately but nicely. The Porcupine Warriors will come forward. There's no way they can get themselves back into the game until they put pressure on their opponents. And this is exactly what they're doing. Legon Cities ball has been gifted to them. They clear out. Anywhere would do for now, Legon Cities. But they shouldn't forget, they still have 6 minutes to battle it out. Jonah Atukwe tries to go around Buedu. Agada says no. Surging forward with a long run. Now kept in play by Sheriff. Ivan Sadumako. Nasiru comes forward. The heavens are opening up here in the garden city of Kumasi. Started drizzling here at the Garden City. Baba Yara Stadium will take its fair share of the drizzle. But Legon Cities on the threshold of another attack. On the near side now as they come forward slowly and surely. There's a surging run into the 18-yard box. Good defending by the Porcupines. Waiting for themselves a corner kick in the process after that effort from Ate Yusufu. He is not too scared coming forward, Ate Yusufu. No wonder he's gradually becoming an integral part of the Togolese national team, the Hawks. It's a corner kick advantage to Legon Cities. Poorly taking corner kick. The advantage will still stay with them. We've done 2 of the 6 minutes of time added on. Hans Kofi trying to win the advantage of a corner kick. Did it wrongly. So goal kick to Kotoko. Heavens have opened up and the rain is pouring. Unperturbed, the two sides will battle till the referee brings the match to a final conclusion. Yes, Kotoko coming forward again. Lays on the pass. Yellow shirts that have backtracked to defend. Quite a lot of them. The cross is decent. And it's dealt with nicely. Another opportunity as comes in again. The header is on. But this time, for re-entry once again. Right place, right time. It's been a good day at the office for him. And again, clearly, you realize that Kumasi Asante Kotoko are taking no chances. Every move they have, they need to push men forward. Thwarting with that header, but it was dealt with by Ofori entry. So 3 minutes of the 6 minutes of time added on is gone as Kotoko come forward. At this stage, Legon Cities have almost every player in their own half just to defend. Long ball to the far end of the field as Kotoko come forward into the 18 yards the box and the cannon of a drive. Kotoko desperate to get back into the game. 94 minutes we've done here. Kotoko 1, Legon Cities 3. Don't forget, we still have a few minutes to go, and so substitutions will be made in full effect. Akwe Bote comes in for the hard-working Ate Yusufu. Coming into this game for Legon Cities was a very good omen for them after beating Mediama by 3-1 at home. Abdul Rahman got a goal. Hans Kofi got a brace. Long ball in is dealt with by Mudasiru Sanifu. Forward march by Kotoko. Cities now chase for every ball, getting the ball before the Kotoko players, and now granting them the opportunity to move forward. Jonah brings the ball down nicely. What confidence play by Jonah Atukwe. Less than a minute to go. Good play by Ivan Sadomako. Mudasiru to the far side now. And Asma goes down. Free kick advantage to Kotoko, quickly effected. They're going forward. Legon Cities would have some defending to do at this stage. Kotoko once again. They're looking for that opening to send a pile driver in there. Cleared out once again by Legon Cities. They're doing a lot of clearance now, Legon Cities, but there's just a few seconds to go for the match to end. It's Kotoko now. Adomako trying to go through, cleared out by Legon Cities. Now can they turn defense into attack? It's a sprightly little run there as they go forward. And the referee brings the match to an end. It is the second defeat in succession for the league leaders, Asante Kotoko, losing to Legon Cities at home today, and it's their second loss this season after losing to King Faisal by 3-2. Prayers will be said by both goalkeepers and players. Jonah Atukwe has been wonderful for him today. And Captain Adonwe came onto the field to help with the demolition of the Porcupine Warriors. What a game it has been. The chanting and singing has finally died down. It's all over. Kotoko tried to get themselves back into the game, and let's bring you the highlights of the second half as Jonah Atukwe and co pushed themselves forward. They needed to restore the 2-goal lead, and that was restored by Hans Kofi after this cross from Jonah Atukwe. Ball headed into the net, and 2-goal advantage is restored. Hans Kofi again leading the demolition process. What a game he's had here today. 2 goals he got today, 2 goals he got last week. Hans Kofi's on cloud 9. Efforts from the likes of Fabio Gama, from the likes of George Infege, all came to naught for Kotoko today. And so a lot will have to be done to the team. One of the few players who played his hearts out, Agadas, that's Buedu, missing that opportunity to connect to Frank Etuga. Imoro, a few of his free kicks and corner kicks have been perfect. At least one got us a goal. But careful defending once again from Michael Ampedu and co. Imoro swung that one through, but it was dealt with by Ofori Entry. Etuga, obviously, not a very good day at the office. Careful defending by Suleiman. And a charge there, and a late challenge on Jonah Atukwe. That got a yellow card for Richard Abuedu Agadas. Sheriff went down in the process. Their appeals were up for a penalty, but referee had nothing to do with that. There's Hans Kofi, who managed to get a cross through. Michel Otu could not latch onto it, and eventually it was wasted by Ampedu. Corner kick threading once again, and on that occasion it was against the goalpost. Hashim Ali. Patrick Asma came on for Kotoko, did well to get in some crosses. Boateng failed to connect on that occasion. And so for Legon Cities, it's been a very happy hunting day. They picked up their third victory away from home as Selom Yao Bless brings the match to an end, and very soon we'll be crossing over to Jude. But for the Kotoko faithful, they applaud the performance of the team, and that is good enough for the side. Let's take a look at the statistics at the end of it all. 3 shots on target for Legon Cities. They had 3 corner kicks. Kotoko had the better of the corner kicks, 7 of them, and committed 15 fouls as well. They took 2 yellow cards as against 4 by Legon Cities. Full time here at the Baba Yara Stadium. It's Asante Kotoko who have lost this game by 1-3.
At the Babaya Sports Stadium, where Lagos Cities have done the impossible by beating the Porcupine Warriors by 1-3. I mean, they've won here. It's been a very good performance from the Lagos Cities team. With me is the head coach, Maxwell Kunedu. Coach, grateful for your time again. You were very much in the mood today. Tactically, you were very brilliant with your system of play and formation right from the onset. First of all, just describe the performance that you saw from your boys.
Yes, I think both teams did well. With all due respect to my beloved club, Vrs Kotoko. It's a team I know too much or too well. And like we said from the initial stages, we practice it a lot in training, that we have to come to Baba Yara and try to, isolate their fullbacks and, do our own thing. We did this. I believe we could have killed the game in the first half, but that is football. We'll go and try to correct our mistakes and try to improve on our finishing.
This is the first time you've taken Lagos Cities back into the Babaya Sports Stadium this season, and it has been an amazing performance. But tactically, can you tell the whole world what you did against Kotoko to pick all 3 points?
No, normally we also, did a lot to, soak the pressure from the attackers. We knew Gama definitely was going to play, and we know how he plays, And when we saw the lineup, we got to know that it was more or less like the 4-2-3-1. So we tried to put pressure on him just to play his passes square or back. That helped us a lot. He couldn't penetrate our defense, and we were very solid in defense and in midfield. But it got to a time that we were like giving some couple of spaces in between the lines. But that wasn't good. In the first half, we went to the dressing room and tried to, close all those little spaces and make sure that we took control over the game.
What in the starting of the season has changed from your team? They seems to be struggling earlier on in the season. This time around, they've changed everything.
Normally, you see, when you pick up a new team, we did away with about 13, 14 old players and brought in the same number. Gelling was a problem, and somewhere along the line, we were struggling. But we sat down and analyzed the team so well and adopted the 4-4-2 system. That is what we've been playing ever since I returned from AFCON. So we have mastered it, and it's now working for us. So we're going to continue with a 4-4-2 system, please.
Wow, Mr. 4-4-2. Just before you take leave of us, it's a back-to-back weeks for Lagos Cities, and I'm sure you are changing position on the Ghana Premier League log. What else should we expect from you?
I will only advise my players we shouldn't be carried away. It's just but one match. Just that the name is the biggest one, Vrs Kotoko. But at the end of it all, it's still 3 points. We will not be carried away. We will still concentrate and make sure that we go home and pick some points through there. We need to climb up the ladder. But it's not easy. It hasn't been easy. But with hard work, I think we are making headway.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
The head coach of Lagos Cities, Maxwell Kunedu, sharing his views and thoughts on this marvelous win here at the Babaya Sports Stadium. Very soon it will be the turn of the head coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Prosper Dante Ogum. Rightly here with me, he has just joined me, and grateful for your time once more, coach. Back-to-back losses. At the start of this game, you told me that the players' reactions were positive in training, but in the game we didn't see that. What was the problem?
I can't really tell. They look so slow on the field of play. Their movement wasn't the usual movement. I can't really tell what was actually wrong with them on the field. But then, it's game over. So we only have to make sure that we get back and do the right things for the next game.
Amazingly, we thought they would have changed a lot when they lost to RTU and coming into this game. But it seems it was worse. Lagos City created enough chances to have scored more than 3 goals, and your defense were all over the place. Exactly what should be done about your team?
Yeah, I think it's just like one of the bad days at the office. It's one of the bad days on the field. defensively, I think we allow them spaces, especially looking at the third man running without the ball. We didn't keep an eye on those players who acted as third players running without the ball. And if you look at the second goal that we conceded and then the third goal, they were photocopies of each other. I mean, it was just a simple tapping and a simple header into the goal. And in such positions, you expect that defenders should be there to clear their lines, but they were not there. You see, you can be at a position, but when you are there and you are not doing what defensively you are not supposed to do, you are just there to add up to numbers. But as I said, it has happened. These are the very players who have played up to this level, getting us to where we are now. You don't blame them too much. I mean, they've done their best on the field today, but it wasn't enough. As you said, probably I have to sit down with them and find out what the issue is. Apart from that, I think nobody should cut them into pieces. Yeah, I mean, they should keep their heads up and chest out. 8 more games to go. We only have to focus and make sure that we win as many games as we can to move on.
Now, I will let you go, but tell us this. 8 more matches to go. Kotoko seems to be dropping points.
Sure.
Should this defeat take away the belief away from the hearts of the supporters that it is not done and dusted yet?
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't take away the defeat, the belief in their hearts. They should still believe in the team. I mean, if you look at the way this team has played up to this level, it's not because of this team that this defeat that they have to stay away from the team. It is rather at this crucial time that we need them the most. We need them to be around the team, to encourage us to bounce back. That is the most important thing. If you show signs of, disbelief in the team, if you stay away from the team, you say things that are not pleasant about the players and the team, that will rather not be good for the team. So I will plead with them to get closer to the team, support the team, encourage the team, and make sure that we can always feel in our hearts and in our minds that we have them behind us. And I think once they are able to do that, this is Kumasi Asante Kotoko we are talking about, we can easily bounce back. So that is that.
Well, Coach, better luck next time.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you too. Prosperity Ogumo, all smiles in there, but I know he's very much disappointed with the result of this game. And in front of me is the sensational Hans Kofi. Was really absolutely brilliant today with those passing and those goals. Hans Kofi joins me here. Hans, thanks for joining me. Now, you scored 2 goals, but the performance from your team was amazing. What really motivated this performance?
Yeah, I would say is you play according to the coach's tactics, and it worked for us. And as senior player in the team, the coach put me ahead to be encouraging them on the field of play, and you could see it help us a lot. That's why we are putting 1 or 2 3 passes together.
Now, this is the second time Kumasi Asante Kotoko they have lost here at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, and it is Legon Cities who made sure that happens. But the goals, you were instrumental in most of the goals. Do you think that you should have scored more per what we saw today?
Sure, we should have scored more, 1 or 3 4 goals. You could see the chances we had to score that. And I would say once we had the 3 goals, you could see my guys are swallow-headed. We are taking the day, so we are relaxing and trying to possess a lot. It's good, we did it. And at the beginning of the game, we all came out like we haven't scored Kotoko since we came as Legon Cities. So today we have to make an amends, and glory to be God. Glory be to God, everything came through. So we are thankful.
Just before you go, you as a player, as the leader in that team, the Legon Cities team, you achieved success today. But what should we expect? Because we know the quality you have. We want to see more. What should we expect more from you?
We should expect more because I'm here to deliver more to Legon Cities, and at least you see ourselves up there, not taking the league, but at least in the top 4. That's what we are aiming.
Amazing performance, Hans Kofi.
Thank you, bro.
All right, so the man of the match, Hans Kofi, he won the NASCO man of the match for today's game. So it's all over here at the Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium. it has been a very poor day, poor performance for the Porcupine Warriors. I'm sure wherever Bechem United may be, they will be eyeing and they will be happy because of this result. Now, tomorrow, we will be showing live match on Star Times at the Park Channel 247 because it's Bechem United coming up against Karela United at the Fosu Giabo Park. We will bring you all the exclusive, all the live coverage of that game. So from everybody right here from the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, it has been a good day, and we say thanks for being with us. We'll join you tomorrow